It is time for the mid-year book tag. Which I can't believe. We're in June of 2026, y'all. We're about to be in July. That's why I need to hurry up. I was Gary, leave out the house, go to the gym, all the things. And I was like, I need to record this video because by the time I edit it, it's going to be July. If you don't know what the mid-year book tag is, it's basically sharing your favorites or not so favorites of the year so far. And I have been reading some bangers, y'all. I've tried out new authors. I've tried out new genres. All the things. Well, I don't know about new genres, but like genres that are like out of my comfort zone. I can't wait to hear about your favorites and not so favorites of this year. If you would like to do this tag, I'll leave all of the questions down below. I think it's just pretty fun seeing what everybody's enjoying, what they're waiting to enjoy. Maybe you'll hear about new authors or books that maybe you want to check out. I don't know, but make sure you leave all of your answers to the questions down in the comments below. I would love to know what y'all have enjoyed so far or your least favorite books so I can kind of stay away from those. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're almost to 800 subscribers and I'm just so excited. First and foremost, let's put a few stats up on the screen. So I have read, I think 134 books as of this point recording. I am reading a book by Abby Jimenez. The book is actually over there, but the dust jacket is right here. So I'm actually currently reading Say You'll Remember Me. I'm jumping around kind of a little bit in her books right now because I haven't even read the ones that come before this. But I like, when it comes to authors, some people may know this about me, some people don't. I save their best books for like last because I come to realize if you read like their best books and then their other books don't really like compare, you get disappointed. So you read the like least rated ones first and then save the best ones for last. So you're like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so amazing. That's my logic. I don't know if it really makes sense. Go ahead and head into this video. Like I said, if you want to do this tag or if you've already done it, let me know so I can watch your video. I'm going to leave the questions down below so everybody can make sure that they join in on the fun. And let's go ahead and get started with the first question. Best books you've read so far in 2026. I've had so many great books that I've read this year, but there are two that really like sit in my mind that I think have really like impacted my year. And I feel like they're kind of on the emotional romance like genre a little bit. First and foremost, we have Before I Let Go from Kennedy Ryan. Let me tell y'all something. This book has to be like, don't mind my nails, they look awful, but this book has to be the best book I think that I've ever read from like a Black author. And it could be, you know, they say that, you know, your interpretation of books is based off on the experiences that you're experiencing in your current life. And that may be true because both of these books are, you know, I could find something in them that is reminiscent to like something I'm going through or something I can relate with. But truly, Kennedy Ryan has a way of taking Black love, Black struggles, and putting them into these emotional reads and writing these characters that are just like, I mean, their stories are just so amazing and she gets these feelings out of you. This book was absolutely phenomenal. It's just about, you know, going through those hard times in relationships, you know, second chance romance, you know, figuring it out, figuring out life, figuring out yourself. And I know I finished the whole series. This one just did something different than the other books did not. I absolutely am amazed by her writing. And if you have not checked out this book, you definitely need to. I didn't really know much going into it. I knew that everybody enjoyed it. And I think you should go into it this same exact way. I will say a little bit from the back, their love was supposed to last forever, but when life delivered blow after devastating blow, Yasmin and Josiah Wade found that love couldn't solve or save everything. And I just felt like that is, I mean, sometimes life just comes at you quick. You don't know who to run to, or sometimes it could just change you as a person. And truly, this book shows exactly what that can look like and how to get through it. It was absolutely amazing. Y'all, this next book, people are gonna be like, what I'm gonna explain it to you. Heartless by Elsie Silver. Man, if you okay, when you want to talk about a overhyped series, right? Well, not overhyped, but if you want to talk about a hyped up series, this series, I mean, everybody and their mama just loves it, absolutely adores it, speaks such great things about it. I had to check it out. Mind you, I've had this series for like ever, and it was just sitting on my dang bookshelf collecting dust. And I was like, let me see what the hype is about. I'm obsessed. Elsie has this way of like, first of all, I didn't even think that cowboy romances was really going to be my thing. What is that series? Done and Dusted? Not that one. I'll put up the one that I actually liked. I like that one. But I'm not really a cowboy type of girl, okay? However, if Elsie's writing the men on it, I love it. Every man that she writes, except for except for Powerless. Powerless, I didn't really care about. But every man that she writes, I'm like, I love him. I want him. Cade Eaton. Now, he's 13 years older than the female main character in this book, which I didn't really feel that. In Powerless, I couldn't get behind that. This one, I didn't really mind it that much, but there was something about the single dad trope that just like, I mean, it gets me, baby. Like, something about a man that handling business and taking care of his kid. He had a bum baby mama. Like, oh my God. Like, and, we're going to talk about this book again. But, I mean, truly, this book was just like, I powered through it. They're so easy to read. They're emotional. They're hot. They're like, you just go through all these different emotions, and she just has a way to make you really connect with them and the love. And just, I don't really care about the female characters. I read for male characters, I feel like, at this point. And truly, Cade, like, absolutely loved him. It was the only book that has made me shed tears this whole year. Which I don't know. Y'all have to let me know. So far, this is my favorite one in the series, and I think that's an unpopular opinion. I know people like Reckless. Reckless really ain't do it for me. Okay, Heartless stole my heart. I'm Heartless for Cade Eaton. First book you've read so far in 2026. We're not going to spend too much time on it. All I'm going to say is I'm easily influenced, and I kept seeing this book popping up on like Facebook, like the Facebook groups and like stuff like that. And I'm just gonna put on the screen. I'm not really gonna say too much on it. If you're wondering if the title has anything to do with what actually happens in that book, it is. And I did DNF this book. I would like to erase all memories of even downloading this book. I'm ashamed that it is on my Goodreads. Best sequel that you've read so far in 2026. Well, I actually jumped back into this series that I absolutely love, and it is the Addicted Calloway series. And yes, I'm only on book 3. And the reason why I haven't read this series in a while, the reason why I am taking so long to read it is, one, the books are lengthy. Okay, this is 500 pages, and it's not easy for me to read 500 pages these days. Okay, I be busy. So I have had it on my TBR cart for so long, and I was like, I need to jump back into this. And man, I'm so glad that I did. The Addicted Calloway, I mean, truly one of the best, just unhinged, crazy, just white people drama type reads. Okay, if you just need a book that's just like unhinged white people, like what, a WTF book kind of, this is a book that, you know, this whole series is just gonna reel you right in. So this one is the 3rd book in the series. So I'm not gonna spend too much time telling you about it, but if you don't know what the Addicted series is, it's about this guy, he's addicted to alcohol, and this girl, she's addicted to sex. They did do fake dating, then they ended up falling in love, and that's all you're gonna get from me, because truly, I didn't know anything when I jumped into this thing. And I will say the 1st and 2nd book, The first book, I was hooked. The second book, you're like, okay. But the third book, you're really, really getting into, how the addiction is, affecting their lives, or how it did affect their lives. And you're getting more into like what addiction can feel like and how you deal with and all these different things. And like, I'm telling you, I love Krista Becker Ritchie's writing. Like, truly, this series is like just something of its own, and you won't find anything like it. So definitely check it out. And it's definitely been one of my favorite sequels that I have read this year so far. The worst sequel you've read in 2026. Now, I don't know if this counts as a sequel, but it's in the same like book family of all the books. So The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. I believe it's time for me to like give it up with Tessa. The fourth book in the series wasn't that bad, but I'm not finding much luck with her anymore. I read her new short story that came out, and like nothing is hitting with me. I don't even have anything to say about that book. I mean, I just felt like both of the characters were very insufferable. I just didn't really feel anything. The story was blah. So like, I don't know. It was just dry. A new release that you haven't read yet, but that you want to. I feel like this list could go forever, but I'm going to give a top 3. So, First and Forever by Lynn Painter. I absolutely love anything that Lynn Painter writes. She's just a great palate cleanser for me. I feel like if I'm in a slump, she easily pulls me out. So I definitely can't wait to read that. I do own all of these books that I'm talking about, but I can't find them. I have books everywhere. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have been waiting for Taylor Jenkins Reid to write another book, and she finally did. And I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous to read it because it's been so long since I've read one of her books, and I've thoroughly enjoyed, I'm pretty sure, all of them. And I'm just so nervous. Like, what if I don't enjoy it? I've seen mixed reviews about it, and I think I'm gonna enjoy it either way. But yeah, I'm just so nervous. That's why I haven't picked it up. And then Christina Forrest's new book. Oh my gosh, The Summer Girlfriend. Obviously, I have to pick it up. The cover's absolutely beautiful, and I just have been anticipating reading that book, but there's just not enough time in the day. But it's summertime, so I definitely have to pick it up like right now. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Man, there are so many books. I'm so excited for the second half of the year. So we have The Final Heartstopper. Y'all, I'm so excited for this goddamn book. Like, oh my God. I love the Heartstopper series. It's becoming a dang TV show. I am obsessed with it. I don't want it to end. I'm going to need her to write something else with the same like realm or something. I don't know, but I need more from her. So I'm excited about that. Trustfall by Lynn Painter is coming out. I'm super excited about that. The Witch by Frida McFadden. Y'all know I've been reading all of Frida McFadden's books. I'm so excited about that dang book because at this point I'm just reading her grocery list and all these other things. I absolutely love it. Now, The Divorce, I loved that orange cover, but it wasn't as good as I needed it to be. So I hope that this book actually like just sweeps me off my feet, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And then Octavia Grant, if y'all do not know her, she is a Black like indie author, and she's, oh my God, unhinged, just raunchy, crazy books, and she's coming out with The Narcissist. Oh, I need that book ASAP, okay? I've never needed a book so quick in my life. I love all of her books. If you haven't checked her out, she has mostly novellas, so they're very quick reads, but she also has like longer books. Make sure you check out her books. She is also an author that I've like read so many of her books, and when I'm in a slump, I pick one of her books up. So I try not to read too many of them because I'm like, when I need to like feel like I need to read something and feel like I need to laugh or feel like I need to be like, what the what? She's an author that I pick up. So I'm definitely excited about her new release. Please show her love. Follow her on Bookstagram, all these things. You won't regret it if you love unhinged, crazy, raunchy, just insane books like me. You need to make sure you check her out. Ghost of the Night, I think that's what it's called, by Tiffany D. Jackson. What? I'm excited for that book too. But I'm almost done with her backlist too. But I'm definitely excited for Tiffany D. Jackson's new book. There's just so many books that are like coming out, y'all. Like, but those are the ones that I'm like, give them to me right now. Give them to me right now. Biggest surprise this year, and I'm taking this in terms of like books that you didn't think were gonna hit like that ended up hitting like that. Now this is an oldie but goodie. But like I said, we're trying to clear this TBR. So a lot of books that I've had for a long time, they're being read this year. So Wonder, funny story. I've actually shown this to my class, like, and given them an assignment and everything. And it has been a few years back. And I do remember it being like a sad story. But you know, when you're like teaching a class, like, and you're showing a movie, most of the time you're working. Oh my God. It's such a good book. And I feel like more kids should read it. And truly, such a great story about this boy that's just, you know, going through all these different phases of his life just because of his disability and how he looks and how it's affecting him and his family and his sister and his friends. And I mean, truly a great story. And I sometimes wonder why adults don't read like YA or kids books and stuff like that, because sometimes you have to read them in order to get those feelings back that got you into reading one. Also, just getting a book to make you feel something. And this made me feel so much. And especially as a special education teacher, I loved it. The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Totally different spectrum. This book was unhinged. I couldn't put it down. Absolutely crazy. And then the ending. Oh, check your trigger warnings. You know, this book is a little deep, but I mean, truly, I think one of my favorites by her. It was great. I don't want to say anything about it. If you haven't read it, I don't want to spoil it for you. Whew, wild ride. Like, this is the Frida that we need to get back, okay? Because the other ones after this, I read The Coworker, I read Never Lie. I know a lot of people like Never Lie. I must have the indie version of that book because that book was stiff, honey. Crazy. It was twisty. And you couldn't stop reading it. It had all these different pieces and it came together at the end. And oh my gosh, the surprises just kept coming and I absolutely loved it. Favorite new author or debut author? So new to me author that I actually thoroughly enjoy and want to check out more of her work is ML Bash. So I read this like duet from her. And the first book, it's like a little like Halloween novella. And it made me really intrigued, right? And then I saw that there was a longer novel that goes with it. Baby, ML Bash deserves to be locked up, okay? Because she had me locked in to that book, okay? And this is the book that includes my book crush. We'll talk about him later. But in this book, like, because the novella, I mean, it's smutty, it's crazy. Now, I will say, check your trigger warnings, okay? Because they doing some, you know, little unhinged things. But I wanted to know more about those characters because that novella, it's like real quick. You know, I think they're at a carnival and, you know, they meet this girl and they have this little rendezvous. I'm not going to say too much, but it's like group activities. And so this book takes place after that. And, you know, she starts dating, you know, the guy. I'm not going to tell y'all who he is. The guy that's like, I would say he's like the leader of his friend group, right? And then they have like this little, like, he's hers. But then she gets other opportunities because he lives in this like house with, you know, his friends. So she gets little opportunities. And it's like a polygamy type thing a little bit, but like not really. But I was so intrigued. I was like, hold on. ML, I need more of that. So if you've read any of her other books, let me know. Because that was like, it was a spicy good time. But it wasn't like one of those books where like, you didn't know who she belonged to. Like, you knew her main was her main, you know what I mean? Like, you knew who she belonged to. And we're going to talk about him later, but I'm telling y'all, ML Bash, I love her. I need to read more of her. Rolling into the next question is actually going to continue on from that. Kenji. I'll tell y'all something about Kenji. Now, I don't like the whole sharing thing. That's not my thing, right? I'm not somebody to be shared. However, the whole idea of belonging, like having that guy that like, this is mine and I'm gonna do anything to protect her, to love her. I'm gonna make sure she's taken care of. She ain't gotta lift a finger. Just, oh my gosh, from the moment that he met her, he's like, that is mine. What? And he just, anything that makes her happy. And the way he be about her in that book, man. And I felt like she ain't really like appreciate that like that. Like, I'm like, girl, get it together. Like, I don't know. Like, she ain't go hard enough for me for him. A book that made me cry, we've already talked about it. It was Heartless by Elsie Silver. I'll never forget, y'all. First of all, I don't cry. I don't really know what was happening. But I was towards the end of the book and something happened. We're not going to talk about what it was. I don't want to spoil it. But I remember it was like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like taking my dogs out to the bathroom and I'm just sitting here crying at this dang audiobook. And I mean, even thinking about it, it was just like this sweet, sweet moment. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, why is this book so damn good? Like, I don't know. And like I said, I don't cry, so it must have been a great moment. I don't know. If you've read that book, you let me know if it got you emotional. Maybe I was ovulating, child. I don't know. Most beautiful books that I bought or have received. So I have 2 books that I received from Simon & Schuster. So shout out to them. And oh my gosh. First of all, both of these books are my favorite YA books of like all time. If you have not read them, you need to read them. They're pretty popular though, so I'm pretty sure most of you all have. But this special edition of Better Than the Movies, it's absolutely just stunning. I was so excited to receive this, y'all. I love Better Than the Movies. I did read the sequel this year. It almost made this list, honey, because I didn't enjoy it that much. I definitely felt like it just didn't compare to this book, and it almost was unnecessary. But it's Lynn Painter, so I enjoyed it. It was okay. But there's nothing that's ever going to compare to Better Than the Movies for me. So this is like a collector's edition. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with it and so excited to have it. So yeah. And it has like bonus content, I guess. You know, a letter by like Lynn Painter. I like, even if I were to reread this, I don't even think I would read it because I feel like I wouldn't want to mess it up. This one I actually just got recently, and it's a collector's edition of Love and Gelato, which I'm absolutely obsessed. I had no idea what this was going to look like before they sent it. And then I saw somebody post it on Instagram, and I was like so jealous. And then I was like, I hope mine comes in the mail and nothing happens. But look how, it's so freaking pretty. Like, what? I'm obsessed. And y'all know I am not the type to like keep books or anything like that, but these are like my absolute favorites when it comes to like YA books. So I just had, I wonder if they were done by the same people. Because they look similar. Like, they have similar vibes. Yeah, they definitely have similar vibes. So I do wonder if they're from the same people. But either way, they're absolutely beautiful. Also comes with a letter from the author. Like, I know I get a lot of book mail, and I'm so thankful, but these were the 2 where I was like, I absolutely have to have them because they're absolutely beautiful, and I'm so grateful and thankful to have both of my favorite books in these amazing, amazing editions. And then the last question is, What books do you need to read by the end of the year? Baby, all these. Do you see all these books? Do you see all these books? I need a lot of these books gone. Okay? I need a lot of these books out of my collection. Okay? And mind you, a bunch of these books I mean, all of these books I've never read. So we have, those are Christmas books, so those gotta wait. But we have so many books that we need to like read, you know? So many. So let me know what books, now that you've seen what I like, what books should I read? I will say, let's see if there's a few that I definitely need to get to. I definitely need to read this one by Janelle Brown. That's at the top of the list. Saint by Sierra Simone. I need to make sure I read this so I can be done with this series. When in Rome. I definitely need to read this by Sarah Adams. I've been really enjoying her books. Who else? Like, I have a bunch of my newer books right here because I just got them. So like the newer books, I'm really not too worried about them. I need to actually read some of my older books. Like some of these books I'm like, am I actually ever gonna read you? Like, I've had some of these books for so long. I'm like, do I need to read you? I don't know. Looking at the book card, I definitely need to read all of these. So I definitely need to read Girls Who Play Dead, Unsteady or Unloved. This is some random rant. Okay, so we're gonna do this and then we're gonna end the video. But Peyton Corinne, okay, I'm sorry that the sticker's on this, whatever. I bought these books because I love different color books, and then I love the just aesthetics of this like cover. Like, it's a cartoon cover. It's appealing to me. So she has added on to this series, and she's changed the cover to, I'm gonna put it up here, and everybody's like so excited, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna change these covers to match that cover. Well, ma'am, can you do me a solid and like make a cover that matches these? Because I don't really want those people on my shelf. Like, and mind you, I've never even read these books. I may not even like them. But what if I do read them and I like them, and then I have these, and then you made that cover? Like, I'm going to need you to make a cover that matches this for the people that already have these that don't want to go out and buy all those other covers. I'm just so annoyed. I mean, that's going to have to just be a separate video of these authors or these publishers that keep putting out all these different copies of books, and the series isn't done, and then you have this set, but then this set comes out, so you can't complete that set because those covers don't exist no more. It's freaking annoying. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this tag, and if you've done this tag, or if you have any answers for the questions, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know so I can watch your video, or just let me know what books that you've read that I've read that you enjoyed, what your worst books were, what books you're looking forward to the end of the year. And I will see you next time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you check out my Instagram, my TikTok, all those different things. Follow me and let me know if I need to follow you back. But thanks for watching. Bye.